A single colony of termites can secretly eat an entire house before the owner even notices. And that's not even the craziest part. Some termites explode themselves like living bombs. Others build giant cities visible from space. And one queen termite can lay tens of thousands of eggs every single day. These tiny insects might actually be one of the most powerful species on Earth. Termites never sleep. You probably think termites are just annoying bugs hiding in wood. But here's the scary truth. Termites work 24 hours a day nonstop. No weekends. No breaks. No sleeping shifts. A hungry colony can contain millions of termites, constantly chewing through wood every second. That means, while someone is peacefully sleeping upstairs, thousands of termites might already be destroying the floor beneath them. And the worst part? Most homeowners don't notice anything until serious damage is already done. In the United States alone, termites cause billions of dollars in property damage every year. And unlike storms or fires, insurance often doesn't cover it. Imagine saving for years to buy your dream home, only to discover the walls are basically hollow. Some people have literally punched through what looked like a normal wall because termites had eaten everything inside. 2, they eat more than wood. Most people think termites only eat wood. Not true. Termites eat cellulose, a material found in plants, which means they can destroy way more than furniture or walls. Books, cardboard, paper money, clothes, even some types of insulation. There are real stories of people opening old boxes and finding almost everything inside completely gone. Imagine storing important family photos for years and discovering termites turned them into dust. And they don't care if something is expensive. To termites, your valuable antique table and a random piece of cardboard are basically the same thing. Food. What makes this even crazier is that termites can't actually digest cellulose by themselves. Tiny microorganisms living inside their stomachs do the hard work. Without those microbes, termites would literally starve. So technically, termites survive because of invisible creatures living inside them. Nature gets weird fast. 3, the queen is a monster. Now let's talk about the queen termite, because this is where things become nightmare fuel. A termite queen starts small but eventually transforms into a giant egg-producing machine. Her body becomes massively swollen. She can barely move. In some species, the queen becomes over 10 centimeters long, and her only job? Produce eggs, constantly. Some queens can lay tens of thousands of eggs per day. That means millions of termites can come from a single queen over her lifetime. Imagine one creature sitting underground, endlessly producing an army large enough to destroy entire buildings. And here's the creepiest part. Some termite queens can live for decades. While worker termites die, relatively quickly the queen continues growing her empire underground year after year. It's basically an insect version of a sci-fi alien hive. 4, termites build megacities. You've probably seen anthills before, but termite mounds can be absolutely enormous. In parts of Africa and Australia, termite structures can grow taller than humans. Some look like giant alien towers rising from the ground. And these aren't random piles of dirt. They're engineered masterpieces. Inside, termites create ventilation systems that control temperature and airflow naturally. Even when it's extremely hot outside, the inside stays stable. Scientists were so impressed by termite engineering that some modern buildings copied their cooling systems. That means tiny blind insects helped inspire human architecture. And termites do all this without blueprints, without leaders giving instructions, without construction machines. Millions of tiny insects somehow cooperate perfectly. That level of teamwork is honestly terrifying. 5, they can detect danger instantly. Termites may be tiny and blind, but they are far from helpless. The moment danger appears, the colony reacts almost instantly. Some soldier termites bang their heads against tunnel walls to send vibration signals. It's basically an emergency alarm system. Others release chemical signals warning the entire colony. Within seconds, thousands of termites know something is wrong. Imagine touching a wall in your house, and an invisible underground army instantly enters defense mode. And remember, most termites never even see sunlight. They live in darkness their entire lives. So instead of eyesight, they rely heavily on vibrations, scent, and touch. That makes them surprisingly efficient survivors. And somehow the next termite fact is even crazier, because some termites don't just defend their colony, they literally explode themselves. Stay until the end, because the last fact might completely change how you see these insects forever. 6. Exploding termites. Yes, exploding termites are real. Certain species have soldier termites that sacrifice themselves to protect the colony. When enemies attack, these termites rupture their own bodies. A sticky toxic substance bursts out and traps attackers. It's basically a living suicide bomb. Scientists call this behavior one of the most extreme defense mechanisms in the insect world. Think about how insane that is. A tiny insect willingly destroys itself for the survival of the colony. And termites aren't the only insects that do this, but their version is especially horrifying. Imagine invading a tunnel and suddenly multiple defenders explode around you. Nature is absolutely brutal. 7. Some colonies are older than human civilizations. This one sounds unbelievable, but it's true. Some termite colonies may survive for incredibly long periods of time. In stable environments, colonies can continue expanding generation after generation. Certain giant termite mound systems in Brazil are estimated to be thousands of years old. That means some termite societies may have existed before many famous human kingdoms. And these structures are gigantic. Satellite images revealed enormous networks spread across huge distances. For years, people didn't even realize these strange formations were created by insects. Imagine civilizations hidden in plain sight, built entirely by blind creatures underground. It almost sounds fictional, but it's real. 8. They farm fungus underground. You might think farming belongs only to humans. Nope, some termites are actually farmers. Certain species collect plant material and use it to grow fungus gardens inside their nests. The termites feed the fungus. Then the fungus helps break down food for the colony. So termites basically invented agriculture millions of years before humans existed. That's insane. Imagine underground farms carefully maintained by millions of insects, working together in total darkness. And if conditions change too much, the fungus dies, which threatens the colony. So termites constantly maintain temperature and humidity like expert farmers. The more scientists study termites, the less simple they seem. 9. They secretly control ecosystems. Here's something surprising. Termites are actually extremely important for nature. Without them, dead plants and wood would pile up everywhere. Termites recycle nutrients back into the soil. In some ecosystems, they're essential for maintaining healthy environments. Even large animals benefit indirectly from termite activity. So despite being destructive pests to humans, termites are ecosystem engineers in the wild. That's the strange balance of nature. The same creature destroying someone's house may also help entire forests survive. And because climate affects termite behavior, scientists even study termites to understand environmental changes. Tiny insects, huge impact. 10. The most terrifying part. Now for the craziest fact of all. Termites are almost impossible to completely stop once a massive colony is established. Why? Because most of the colony stays hidden underground. You might kill the termites you can see while millions more survive beneath you. Some colonies stretch across huge underground networks connected by tunnels. And termites are incredibly adaptable. They avoid light. They hide inside walls. They travel through mud tubes to stay protected. People have discovered termite infestations only after floors collapsed beneath them. Imagine walking through your house normally and suddenly your foot crashes through the floor because termites secretly hollowed everything out. That actually happens. And what makes termites truly terrifying isn't their size. It's their patience. They don't rush. They don't stop. And they can quietly destroy massive structures from the inside, out for years before anyone notices, which honestly sounds more like a horror movie monster than an insect. So after hearing all of this, do termites still seem like just tiny bugs? Or are they secretly one of the most terrifying and powerful insects on Earth? Which termite fact surprised you the most? And would you ever check your walls after watching this? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more insane facts from the natural world. Because nature is way stranger than most people realize.